Hi, my name is Elion. Big O. Thanks. Aha. We might have some luck from the video gods. Okay, great. I've got an early stage startup called Ripple. It's a widget platform. I'll explain what I mean in a minute. I've seen some awesome startups here today. I'm really excited to see what you guys are going to do, but let me ask you, what are you going to do tomorrow? What are you going to do a month from now? I bet 3 months from now, some of you guys are still going to be working on your startup, but how do you get people to use it? How do you get people to come there? Right? How do you get people to even know that you exist? You can use Twitter, you can use social media, great stuff, but all that stuff goes away. You have to keep building it and it goes away. What you really want to do is you want to find the people who love you. Ignore all the rest of the people. Focus on the people who love you, right? You want to focus on the people who love you. These are the people who are going to do the marketing for you. These are the people who are going to convince you. This is exactly what he was talking about yesterday, right? What you have to do, though, is not just find them. You have to give them something to share about you, right? Right. Excuse me. Right now, what you can do is give them links. You could put your banner ad through Google Ads. There you go. You can put an ad up through Google Ads. You can use Gigya, Sprout. There's all these great tools that you can use to try to get your link up somewhere. But what's going to happen is you're going to have to pay for those links. Why? You put up a link on someone's blog, you're going to steal their visitors. That's not a friend. That's not an ambassador. What you want to do is give them something. So what I want to give them, what I want you to be able to give them, is something about you that does not steal their visitors. Keeps them on their site, keeps them engaged, keeps them active with your stuff on their site. Let me explain, give you an example of what I mean. There we go, a little bit. All right, some of you might be familiar with this little site. They've put a little bit of time into finding exactly their niche and being able to explain to everybody what's really cool, get people engaged. They have some main content, but all around the rest of the page, they've got all these little boxes. These are what I call widgets, web widgets. Okay? Still, most of the widgets, like these boxes right here, you click them, TechCrunch loses the visitor. What I'd much rather give them is something like this. This is a standard blog, no content. On the side, you see some widgets. This is one of the widgets that I made. This is the first widget I made. This is a widget that you can make with my tool set. You click it, it opens up a little world about this guy. Happens to be my dad. Great stuff. What you see in the middle here is a Twitter feed. Right? If anybody wants to tweet about my dad, it would show up here. You could show more content. You could have downloads, buying stuff, video. Right? The opportunities here are broad, at least. Another example of something I made was for Present Tense, 1T, presenttense.org. Awesome organization. Can I get applause? Somebody applause it? Woo. Present tense. Okay. Anyway, they were my second widget that I ever made. Not square. This is not 2010. Not square. In fact, data is not square. Data is fractal at least. So this is another widget I made. Same kind of stuff, Twitter feed, more links you can do. What I try to do here, what I tried to do in this weekend was use my tools to make a widget that could make money for Startup Weekend. So I worked with Startup Weekend for a few hours, tried to figure out exactly what they want, and I made them a widget. Click the widget, screen's kind of small, but the same type of thing. You see here a Twitter feed. Thanks. You can also have information. Sorry, the screen's a little small. You can have Flickr feed. You can have YouTube videos. And for the first time ever, I have an affiliate link. Okay? Anybody wants to make? Okay. It's one way to make money for the blog, for the brand, and for me, of course, and for the company that you're buying stuff from. This is the type of leverage you want to have with companies. Make everybody win. They will want you there. How am I going to make some money? Oh, I'm sorry, value propositions. Website visitors, it starts with that. Oh, great, okay. I already said all this stuff. Business model, nothing surprising, anything that could be made, any way to make money on the web, I'm going to do it. Advertising, affiliate, you've seen. Freemium, I got the data. Premium services, anybody wants to talk to me about it, I have some ideas, looking for more. That's it, Elyon, Ripple, Shabbat Shalom, Salam Alaikum, Nitro.
All right, great. That was really good, Elyon. Judges, who wants to make a first shot at Elyon's business? Anybody? Anybody? No, we're going to go down. Franz, you want to go to Rory? There you go.
First, I love it.
Thank you.
I think it feels a need for, as you said, the concept of endorsing something as a blogger in a way that leads visitors away from your site is a pain, and I acknowledge it. I think that the barrier would be that there is a complex food chain, because you need to decide whether you're selling services of building this widget or selling a platform for someone else to build widgets.
Platform.
And then you need to get the companies well aware of how to do that, and then start attracting bloggers. So there's a lot of chains on the way, but
yes.
So you need to be smart and be able to pull it off. But I think there's a need, and kudos.
Thank you. Thank you very much. If you know anybody smart who knows how to get people involved in products, whether they're free or I'd love to talk with him. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
I liked it.
Thank you.
It solved a problem. The main issue is how will you make yourself visible when you're trying to solve a real problem, how to be visible. But I didn't see how you make it.
If I may answer that real quick. If there's any startups here that wants a widget, contact me. I'll make it for you. I'll even try to help you distribute it. Let's do it.
I'll be the bad cop for a second, but I don't see what actual contribution or actual new thing you add that, for example, Yahoo Pipes doesn't add in their widget, or Google that doesn't give you to do in their Google homepage. I mean, I haven't seen any incredible technology or technological advancement that would call this more than a single-serving site, and I'd love to hear what do you have in mind?
Oh, thanks for the question. Well, there are indeed a lot of ways to build widgets out there. Most of them require a lot of technical knowledge. There are some that are actually very much drag and drop, WYSIWYG kind of stuff, but also requires intense design knowledge. I'm trying to straddle it. I'm trying to make something that's easy for someone to make a widget about something that's fun, something that's interactive, something that's extensible, something that I can collect data and share the data with them. Yahoo Pipes, I don't myself know how to use Yahoo Pipes. If I wanted to make a widget using Yahoo Pipes, it would take me a long time. My system, you fill in a form, you get a widget.
Okay, I liked it because it's very easy to use. That's a very important thing in that industry, I think. So every blogger can just put the widget in and start working and make money eventually. I think that's it, and I think that Jonathan had some points that you need to just a little tweak it, maybe just more focus in how you're gonna distribute it, or
Actually, I'm sorry. Did you finish? There's a whole other piece to this which I didn't show you, which is the website. So any product that's in a widget is going to have like a fan page. It's a very directed fan page. It's going to pull in content. I'm going to be able to generate more user content that's going to spit out to all the social media feeds, just right in the back of the social wave. Yep. Just trying to interact. I'm not trying to stop anything. More of the stuff that's out there, I want to use it. And this is how I'm going to get visibility. This is one of the ways I'm going to get visibility.
Great. Thank you.
I love it. And I think you have to think a little bit more about the business model and some partnership that you have to create. It make your life easier, to go forward with it. So some strategic partnerships.
Can I address this real quick? If you know a partner, I'd be delighted to talk with him. This is another pitch. I'm basically alone. I have one guy who's helping me on the financial side. Somebody who I'm paying a little bit to help me a little bit on the back-end coding side. I need a team. Well, you can tell what I need. Anybody wants to join me, get in touch. Elyon@ripple.com. Yes, sir.
So one of the things I didn't see in the presentation that would have been nice, but maybe you can answer for me, is what's the experience for me as one of these startups in this room who wants to create one of your widgets? How do I do that? I know you showed, a non-square widget with a lot of complexity to it. How easy is it for me to do that?
Okay, but I didn't show it because it's kind of embarrassing. It's basically, I'm trying to change, I have a background in a PhD in human interaction design, and I know that designers have an idea of what they want, but to be able to go through the procedural languages to create that kind of interaction, that kind of beauty, is challenging. What they want is a declarative mechanism to be able to state what they want. I have a form right now that you fill out. Actually, it's even a little bit broken, so I'm actually using a text editor to change it, but it's basically just a set of properties. Each thing on here is just a set of properties. My code translates that into all the divs and CSS and JavaScript.
Yeah, I feel like that that specifically may be something to call out as the value prop you have in the widget space versus maybe some of the other widgets. Is maybe generation of a new widget is much easier, right? Like generating new widgets from RSS feeds and whatnot in Google is very easy. But other things more like what you're doing, perhaps not as easy.
Right. The interactive stuff is particularly always a challenge, always a co-programming challenge.
Yeah, I mean, what's been said after 5 people is pretty much what I have to say. It's that I see the value of the end result. I don't understand at all how you get from nothing, particularly for an inexperienced user. There's nothing, whether I understand it or not from context, there's nothing in the presentation that shows me that.
Come back in 3 months, I'll have a drag and drop interface for you.
Okay, so next is Cork It Up.